Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Ram Dhamija. Welcome to my channel. Today is 21st of September. It's a Sunday and it's been an eventful weekend with a very big news coming in on H1b Visa from US. And initially there seemed to be a lot of panic that was created because of it. But today a clarification has come and things seem to be okay. So what happened exactly was on Friday night, there was an executive order that was signed by President Trump stating that H1B visa will be required, the applicants will be required to pay a fees of 100,000 US dollars every year for renewal, and it is actually for existing as well as renewals as well as new ones. That created a lot of panic, and we immediately saw how the Indian ADRs reacted, because Indian companies are one of the largest beneficiaries of this particular visa. But thankfully today, yesterday night, there have been clarifications that have come in that this is not applicable for renewals, this is not applicable for existing H1B holders, it is only applicable to the new lottery that is going to come. That should calm a lot of nerves, and also there was panic for people to rush back, because apparently there were some emails from corporate stating that wherever you are, return within 24 hours. So there have been news flows that there was long jams at worldwide airports and so on. Thankfully all that has been put to rest, and now the impact seems to be limited, because if it is for fresh H1B applicants, new lotteries, then there is a lot of time for companies to adjust to it, and the existing ones that they have, then they will try to make do with that, and the renewals etc. will not cost. Had it been the other way around, where existing ones also had to pay 100,000, then it would have been unimaginable consequences, because especially for Indian companies, because it would have taken off at least 3 to 4 percentage points of their profit margins, or probably even more. So it would have been a big chaos, and it is something that would have been unsustainable. Especially 100,000 every year would have been unsustainable. But if it is 100,000 one-time fees, then it is something that can be worked around also. I'm sure companies will find a way to work around it, and they will be more than willing to pay for some of the applicants. So one major thing has been averted, and otherwise the market has been fine. So I will take you through what is the setup for the market and how does the week look like. But I thought that first let's get this news out of the way. So before we begin our video for today, couple of things. Firstly, if you like my content, please do subscribe to my channel, and because a lot of people who come and see the videos, they forget to subscribe, so kindly do that. Okay, so let us start. So this was the reaction. As you can see over here, the Infosys ADR fell by 3.4% on Friday, and Wipro fell by 2.1%. This was after the news of this H1B, when there was no clarity. Then how the saga played out, this is how the rank of H1B sponsors employees is. So you can see Amazon is the biggest H1B sponsor at 10,969 H1B visas, followed by Cognizant. Cognizant fell even more, CTS fell even more. TCS is 8,100, so it's a significant one. Similarly, Microsoft, Infosys at 5,000, close to 5,000, so it's also significant. So you can see that three big Indian companies are getting affected because of this. And if you see the cost of 100,000 H1B fee, this is the extra cost that each company would have had to incur. So this would have been very, very huge, and I don't think any company will be able to absorb this. So thankfully this thing is not there, and as you can see that in terms of the H1B visa, India accounts for almost 72% of the H1B visas issued. It is a major chunk, followed by China, and all the other countries are absolutely nothing. So Indians would have been the most affected. But thankfully something has come out last night. This is from Caroline Levitt, the press secretary of US. She says, to be clear, this is not annual fees, it's a one-time fee that applies only to the new petitions. Those who already hold H1B visa and are currently outside the country right now will not be charged, and H1B visa holders can leave and come back to the country, and this applies only to new visas, not renewals, and not current visa holders. It will first apply in the next upcoming lottery cycle. So this is a very, very, very big clarification that has come in, and this should calm nerves down. So if we look at what is the implication for the Indian markets, now you look at this is the CNX IT. The CNX IT has been going down. It made a bottom over here on 8th of September. and from there, it has not really taken off too much. So after this news, you can expect that there will be some reaction. It would have been very, very bad reaction if this clarification had not come in. If this clarification had not come in, I would suspect that the IT index would have been down at least 5%. But with this clarification coming in, there might be some negative, but it might not be that high. And any negative might, if it's a big negative, then it might get bought into also, because this doesn't materially impact a lot of things. It does impact, of course, the future growth, etc. will of course take a hit, and some amount of profitability also. But it's not something which will shake the status quo. It is for the future. The new H1b visas which will be issued. So it's a one-time cost for the new visa issue. So companies will evaluate whether they should, get the employees onshore or offshore, or whether they should hire locally. So they are going to evaluate that. So whichever one turns out to be more beneficial for the company, they are going to do that. So it will not have such a big impact. So I'm not expecting the IT index to crack 5-10% tomorrow. No, it will not happen after this news, is my analysis, and I can be wrong. And hence the impact on the market will also be fairly limited. This is another interesting chart that I wanted to show you. This is the IT index monthly chart. Now you can see over here, IT index is basically at the same place where it was in 2021. So September 2021, we were at the same place where we are today. See, this is typically what happens. Now IT, if you see over here from 2020, April 2020 to September 2021, it almost went 3 to 4 times. Okay, now when these kind of huge moves come in, then there is some amount of consolidation that is required, and that consolidation is basically happening for the last 3-4 years. Also, the reasons can be many. It is attributed that Indian IT sector has been left behind in terms of AI race and so on, which is also correct, because our innovation is not there. Our focus is more on buybacks and distribution of cash and dividends and so on. But that is also one way of going about it, because if you don't have too much of innovation, then what do you do? At least you're rewarding the shareholders that you can probably invest on your own wherever you want to. But yes, I mean, now I think there have been some companies who have set up AI divisions, etc. So they're catching up. It's not an easy game. It requires billions of dollars of investment, and our companies are fairly good. They are one of the best in the world. So I'm sure they will catch up, but it's a very long cycle. So till that time, the IT index is going to perhaps be a laggard, because the growth is also vanished. Now let us come to Nifty, how Nifty is placed. Nifty, as I had said in my last video also, you can see this huge up move coming in, and I had said that we can expect some consolidation like this, up and down over here. So tomorrow perhaps it will be slightly down. This 25,140 will be the first support over there. I don't think we are going to break 25,000. Unless we break 25,000, there is no need to worry, and we should be in this particular range for some time. Some consolidation is healthy, actually, if you ask me, and the reasons are made. This H1B will become one reason for markets to fall down a bit, and then something good will come in, then the trade deal, some announcement will come in, so we'll go up. We might be in this range for some time, but we are headed higher, is what I feel. Unless we start breaking levels, which like 25,000 we break, and then we break 24,800, and then 24,300. Unless we break these levels, I suspect the market is heading higher, which I have said earlier also. So market is looking absolutely fine. There is no reason to worry. Now let us look at what has been the performance of the various indices over the last 1 week. Energy has been the best performer over the last 1 week at 2.3%. Small cap is making a comeback at 2.1%. Similarly, mid cap. So small and mid caps have been holding their own during this time, which is a great news. And even if you look at the last 1 month performance, autos and small cap has also done decently, and mid caps has also gone up. So that section of the market continues to do well. IT had made a comeback on the back of buying of Infosys buyback, but I think that is going to fizzle out tomorrow, and there might be some short-term negative impact coming in. Financials has turned slightly weak, though as you can see over here, last 1 month is 0.8 and last 1 week is 0.62, but last 1 year YTD is 12.8. 2% YTD, not 1 year. 1 year is 7, but YTD is 12.8. So financials, which was leading the last rally, has now cooled off a bit. Now let us see whether it becomes the leading sector again or not. Let us look at the open interest. What does the open interest for Nifty tell us? The open interest is at 0.83, so which is not very bullish. Okay, anything below 1 is considered to be bearish, and anything above 1 is considered to be bullish. So we are at 0.8, which is okay. If I look at the closest 10 strike, we are at about 0.7. So you can expect some pressure. That 24,400 has got huge amount of calls at 1.54 crores. So that will become a stiff resistance for us as we go along. And 25,300 has got about 1.27 crore puts. Expect some unwinding over there. I think 25,000 should be a good support for us. So this is the open interest data which is indicating. Another thing is that our VIX has fallen down a lot. So you can see over here that this is getting manifested in the straddle price. So straddle, as we speak, with 2 days to expiry, is only at 129 points. And this is what happens in low VIX environment, that you see the straddle prices go completely down. Tomorrow, if there is an increase in volatility, then straddle prices can go up. And I expect some increase in volatility to happen with this news, though it might not be too much, but some volatility increase will be there. And because the VIX had gone to 9, 10, these levels are not very sustainable. So whenever it goes down, it reverts to the mean at some point in time. So the straddle prices are going to go up, and this is something interesting that I wanted to take you through. This is through algo test. Now what it shows is what is the realized volatility of Nifty in the last 7 days. So if you look over here, we had actually gone below 0, and from there we have started to go up. Okay, so whenever these patterns, whenever the realized volatility actually goes up from above 0, it usually spikes. So you can see over here, once it below went 0, it has started spiking. So this spike has started again, so it might result in volatility growing up, and we have seen how the news flow has come in over the weekend. So expect this to go up slightly. Whenever it goes down, it's good for the option sellers, and whenever the market goes up, then volatility increases. It's not very good for the option sellers. So this is one important chart. Now let us look at how the international markets are placed and the international cues are. So US 30 years and 10 years have started to inch up. This is after the price cut, after the rate cut also. So this is not a very good news, but it is still under control. It is at 4.75 30 years and 4.13 10 years. Till the time 4.5 is breached on the 10 years and 5 is breached on 30 years, there's nothing to worry. S&P VIX is down at 15, which is very good, and Nasdaq, S&P all are making all-time highs. There was small correction in Nasdaq for less than 1 or 2%, but it's not much. US dollar index is fairly well behaved at 97, which is good. Brent oil is at 66, which is perfect for us. USD INR is above 88. That is something to worry. If the IT news was actually negative, then USD INR would have crashed even further, because IT is a big source of remittance for us, and if that stops, then there'll be huge pressure on the currency. But thankfully, with this news, it will not be such a dramatic effect, but expect some pressure on the currency to be there. You can see gold is again back above 3,700. So I'll take you through the gold chart. This is a gold chart. We are back above 3,700. Now you look at 1 month chart. We had gone to about 37.34. We fell briefly for 2 days at 36.74. Again, the buying is back. So it's a relentless buying that is happening in gold, and you can see the kind of performance that is there. And I've been maintaining that gold should be part of your asset allocation always. And if anyone is interested in knowing more about asset allocation and how to construct good portfolios of mutual funds, I'm a registered mutual fund distributor as well. So I help people build very good mutual fund portfolios. So if anyone is interested in either evaluating their mutual fund portfolio or getting one portfolio built through me, then you can fill up the Google form, which is in the description box. It is free of cost, and I will get in touch with you, and we'll have a discussion on how to build your portfolio. Because in fact, there was a latest tweet also by one of the leading bankers stating that earlier 60-40 was the way to build a portfolio. Now it is 60-20-20. So what is 60-40? 60 equities, 40 debt. But now latest they are saying that it should be 60 equity, 20 debt, and 20 gold. So gold allocation is coming up in all the portfolios because it acts as a hedge against inflation. It acts as a hedge against the equity markets. Whenever equity markets are down, gold goes up. So gold should be a part of your portfolio, and we have seen that 3,700 perhaps is just the start. You never know, it might go to 4,000, it might go to 5,000. In INR, it translates into 1,10,000 per 10 grams. So it might go to 120, 130. We don't know. But the trajectory that is there for gold is very, very steep. So you should be cognizant of that, and it should be part of your portfolio. So yeah, if anyone is interested, they can fill up the Google form which is there in the description box, and I shall get back to you. And what else is there? This is the USD INR. Again, it's at 88, and which I have already said that if it breaches, if there was a bad news, then it would have definitely breached 89.90 as well. So that's it from me now. That's the update. Relief, I would say, more than anything else, that this H1B thing is now kind of resolved, and it doesn't apply to the existing visa holders. Otherwise, it would have been a very, very serious negative. In other news, there is a talk that our delegation is going to US tomorrow to discuss about the trade talks. Let us hope that all things get resolved by October, November, so that markets can actually rally. But markets are at a very interesting point, in my opinion, and I have shared this earlier also, that all signs look like the market might break out, simply because there's too much money printing in the world. Our currency has gone down. All the other world markets are making all-time highs. And our markets haven't given any return the last 1 year. So there's a very strong possibility that our markets might also rally. So any correction, any small blip is also an opportunity to add to your positions. So you should make the most of it, because once the bull market starts, then it is almost impossible to catch it. Either you have sips going for you, or if you are putting some lump sum, then you should put it during correction. It helps in terms of increasing your returns. So that's it from me now. That was the update. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do like and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you soon with another update. Have a nice weekend. Take care. Bye bye.